guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Star Flames, and we're back with another banging video, honey. No, as I've always said to you guys, as Ye's unofficial publicist, whenever something is being said out there that I realize that people are not understanding Ye's perspective, I believe that's where I come in, okay? Because many people are saying that Ye is unfair to Kim. He was telling Kim to cover up, but here he is with Bianca, and Bianca is just, letting it all hang out there. And that is very unfair to Kim. No, it's not. And I'm going to explain to you guys why it is not. I believe that when Ye talks, people are looking for this man to give an entire paragraph explaining himself. And I believe it is totally unfair. I believe that people should really think from a logical view and not a one-track mind. So that's what I'm here to do. Let's put things into perspective, shall we? No. Kim and Ye met when both of them were at their prime in the industry. Kim and Ye, they came, they saw, they conquered. And when I tell you Kim and Ye conquered, they conquered, right? Ye knew that he met Kim in her 20s, so it couldn't be telling her to cover up when she was in her 20s. It wouldn't have been fair for him to wanting to take that away from her. He let her flaunt it. He encouraged her to flaunt it, and he was there loving all of that moment because he too was in his prime. But they have dominated the industry in terms of fashion, boldness, sexiness, being unapologetic about their love, despite what everyone had to say. Kim was popping tits, kitty cat, ass, everything, right? But after you've done all of that, what's next? Isn't it time for you to grow up and move on? And that is what Ye was saying. You have done it all. You're going into your 40s. You're a mom of 4. I want to go into politics. I want to serve God. You've done it. Let us move on. Let's embrace a new era where you cover it up, but you're still sexy. And let's keep families together. Let us be the, I forgot that term that I'm looking for, right? But basically, Ye wanted to start a new movement, but he needed Kim on board for that new movement because he has been, supporting her for the past decade or more with every single thing, right? And the moment that he truly wanted to step into a union where Kim listened to him, followed him, supported him, that's the moment that Kim was like, no, you propped me up all these years to be this iconic sex symbol, and now you're telling me to cover up. Kim's vision wasn't aligning with Ye's vision because Ye wanted Kim to grow up, step into her maturity. Kim still wanted to be trashy, right? So what Ye was saying to Kim is basically, you're in your 40s. I want to serve God more, but at the same time, I cannot have my wife out here looking naked. You have already done the nudity. There's nothing else to do in terms of nudity because you've done it all. Why not be happy with that and let's move on to a new journey? So the journey would be Kim and Ye being an icon, a role model to women in their 40s and beyond, a family unit, that traditional family unit, but the wife is still sexy, still covered while praising and worshiping God, while still dominating the industry. Because the reality is, Ye wasn't asking her to leave the industry. Ye knows that Kim is obsessed with Hollywood. He wasn't asking her to leave. He was just asking her to be a part of his journey. And that is what many people did not understand. So, why is it that Ye wanted Kim to cover up in her 40s, but here comes Ye with Bianca, 20-something, having her sexy? Because Ye knows that Bianca really hasn't lived. So he knows that it would be unfair of him just meeting this woman and tell her to cover up. He knows who he got involved with. Have you guys seen Bianca before, yay? If you haven't, go on her Instagram page. He knows that she loves to be sexy. So he's not going to just jump in there and take all of that from her. He's going to support her because that's what he did for Kim. So he's going to support Bianca on her sexy journey for at least 10 years. And then after that, he's going to say, honey, it is time for us to step away from this type of lifestyle because it's no longer serving you. It's no longer serving us. We came, we saw, we conquer, we have completed this era, and we have nailed all the fashion looks that we can as it relates to being sexy, showing a lot of skin. It is time for us to move on to something new. So when people say that, Ye is unfair and he's a hypocrite, at first, if you guys remember, I was saying the same, but then I took a step back and I was like, no, he's not an hypocrite because he has spent so much time with Kim, so many years. And I said, you know what, let me do my research. And yes, I got what he was saying, but it's just that sometimes, people take things as face value, what he was saying. People weren't looking at the history behind what he was saying. And that is where the misinterpretation of Ye often comes in. And Ye is expecting people to understand him based on his track records, not just what he's saying, but what he has always done. Ye's not expecting for anyone to misunderstand, misinterpret, because he has always been a supportive husband to Kim. He was giving her those nudity, he was promoting those nudity, but he wanted to end that chapter in life, and he believed that she has done enough, she has conquered enough on that chapter, and it was time to start a new chapter. And based on how he was cultured, that is how women are in general. That's how we are. Normally, when women are in their 40s, they're telling you, you know what? I'm going to be only showing one part at a time. If I'm going to show a little cleavage, I'm going to show a little cleavage, maybe a little clavicle, but I cannot be out here being nudie. I'm not getting younger. I'm getting older. But Kim is not thinking like that. Kim is thinking about busting it wide open. Let North take this picture. Who cares? I'm forever young. I want to be young. And this is why Kim is no longer relatable. This is why she's been called a groupie. This is why Kim is being compared to Madonna. Because the reality is that's the direction that Kim is actually moving in. So I hope this answers all the questions and concerns of, is Ye being unfair to Kim when he asked her to cover up? No, he wasn't, because she already did the nudity for over a decade and even before that, and it was time for them to move on to a new chapter as a couple, one that include uplifting, embracing family unit, and the traditional America family. That's what he wanted. And I think that many people did not get it. But I hope that this video helps. Let me know your thoughts and see you all next time. Bye, guys.